Has your client ever asked, "How is the project going?" and your mind went blank in English? Welcome back to Career English Podcast. I'm James, and that's Alex. Today, 5 English words to report your project progress, risks, and blockers like a pro. By the end, you'll know the one word that makes clients trust your work.
Okay, picture this. It's Monday morning. I'm on a video call with a client in Berlin, and he says, "Alex, give me a quick update." I froze. I had a lot to say, but my words just disappeared. Has that ever happened to you?
Oh yes, this happens to so many freelancers. The client wants a clear update, not a long story. So you need a small set of strong words. Words like progress, blocker, risk, and on track. These words help you sound calm and organized.
Right, so on that call, I tried to say, "I have good progress on the homepage, but there is one blocker." My client smiled and said, "Perfect, tell me more." I was so relieved. 2 words, and suddenly I sounded professional.
That's the power of these words. And later you can add, "The project is on track for Friday, but there is one small risk with the images." See how clean that sounds? No long sentences, no panic.
Wait, can I be honest? I used to say problem for everything. Problem with the design, problem with the server, problem with my dog. My clients looked tired. Why is blocker better than problem?
Good question. Problem is very general and a little negative. A blocker is specific. It means something is stopping your work right now. Clients love this word because it tells them, "Help me fix this one thing and I can move forward."
Okay, so let's slow down and look at each word. Start with progress. I know the word, but how do I really use it in a status update?
Progress means the work you have already done. You can say, "Here is my progress this week," or "I made good progress on the design." It's a positive word. Clients hear progress and they feel calm. Their money is moving forward.
Nice. And small tip from me, don't say "I did progress." That sounds wrong to native ears. Say "I made progress." Make is the verb friend of progress. Make progress, share progress, show progress.
Perfect correction. Next word, blocker. A blocker is a problem that stops you from finishing your task. Maybe the client did not send the logo. Maybe a password is missing. You say, "My blocker is the missing logo."
And here's the freelance reality. When you name a blocker, you also ask for help in the same sentence. So you say, "My blocker is the logo. Can you send it today?" That's how international teams move fast across time zones.
Exactly right. Next, risk. A risk is something that may go wrong in the future. It has not happened yet. You say, "There is a risk that the API will be slow," or "The biggest risk is the short deadline."
Let me push back on something. Isn't risk a scary word? I worry my client will get nervous if I keep saying risk, risk, risk. Will they think I cannot do the job?
Great challenge. It's actually the opposite. When you name a risk early, the client trusts you more. It shows you are thinking ahead. Bad freelancers hide risks until it's too late. Good freelancers say, "Here is a risk, and here is my plan."
Okay, that makes sense. Honesty wins. Now, what about update? It sounds so simple, but I feel like I use it wrong sometimes.
Update is new information about your work. You can send a written update on Slack or give a spoken update on a call. The classic line is, "Here is my weekly update." Short, clear, and the client knows what is coming.
Try saying this one with me. I'll say it first, then you say it in your own voice. Ready? "Hi team, here is my Friday update. The project is on track." Now your turn. Just say it slowly and naturally.
And here is why this matters. On track is your last word for today. It means everything is going well and on time. Clients love this phrase. When you say on track, the client can stop worrying and go drink coffee.
Ha, true. And the opposite is behind schedule or off track. But please, only use on track when it's really true. If you say it and miss the deadline, the client will lose trust fast.
Very important point. Okay, let's try a fresh scene. Alex, imagine you are sending a Friday update to a client in New York. You're on Upwork. The project is a small website. Go ahead, give us your update.
Okay, here we go. Hi Sarah, quick update. Good progress this week. The homepage and the contact page are done. The project is on track for next Wednesday. One small risk, the photos are still with the photographer.
Beautiful. And you can add a blocker line at the end. Something like, my only blocker right now is the brand color code. Can you send it by Monday? Then I can keep us on track. Clean, polite, and clear.
I love that. 4 short sentences and the client knows everything. Progress, risk, on track, blocker. No drama, no long story. This is the kind of update that gets you paid in US dollars on time.
And here's a tip from my own work. Send your update at the same time every week. Friday at 4 p.m., for example. Clients start to expect it. They feel safe. That trust gets you bigger projects and better rates.
Hold on, can I make a beginner mistake on purpose? I want to say, the project is in track. Is that okay?
Nice catch. That's a very common mistake. We don't say in track. We say on track. Think of a train on the rails. The train is on the track, not in the track. So always on track for project updates.
Got it. On track, like a train. That picture will stick in my head. So let's recap with one full freelance moment, walking through all 5 words together.
Sure. Imagine a Monday stand-up call. You say, here is my weekly update. Good progress on the design. The project is on track for Friday. One risk, the client's feedback is slow. And my main blocker is the logo file. 5 words, one clear story.
Try saying this with me, slow and natural. Quick update. We are on track, but there is one risk and one blocker. Say it twice in your own voice. Feel how short and confident it sounds. That's how pros talk.
Beautiful work today. Subscribe if you want more English for your freelance and remote work career. Next episode, we go deeper into client emails. How to write a follow-up when your client goes silent for days. You don't want to miss it, especially if you work with international teams.
And remember, your English does not need to be perfect. It needs to be clear. 5 simple words can change how clients see you. Pick one word from today and use it this week. I promise you will feel different on your next call.
Try this in your next email. Come back next episode and tell us how it went.